Let's talk about sales. Your sales team is sitting on an absolute goldmine of potential. And honestly, generative AI is the key to unlocking it all. We're talking about a huge shift, moving them from juggling administrative tasks to becoming a team of hyper-effective deal closers. But, with all that power comes some pretty serious risk. Okay, let's get into it. And just so you're aware, all the insights we're covering here today are pulled directly from Chapter 3 of the AI Governance tutorial, which is provided by Virtualization Options LLC. So that brings us to the big question, right? How can you possibly harness all of this incredible AI power to make your sales team better than ever without accidentally putting your most valuable customer data and company secrets at risk? It's a real tightrope, and that's exactly what we're going to walk through today. Okay, let's kick things off with the really exciting stuff, the AI sales revolution. This is all about changing the sales role from being bogged down by administrative burdens to focusing on what they do best, closing deals. It's about shifting your team's energy from the tedious stuff to building relationships and driving revenue. And the impact here is just massive. This isn't about some single magic button. AI can seriously supercharge the entire sales cycle. I mean, think about it. From the very beginning with lead research, all the way to personalizing outreach, drafting proposals, and even coaching your reps on the fly. And yes, it can even handle that dreaded CRM data entry and help with contract reviews. It's a true force multiplier, no question. All right, so with all of that amazing potential, we have to talk about the flip side, the very real risks. Your sales department holds the keys to the kingdom. We're talking about some of the most sensitive data in your entire company. So protecting that info, your competitive edge, and your customers' trust, well, that's completely non-negotiable. The first huge risk? Leaking your secret sauce. Just imagine your unique pricing strategies, your competitive intel, your win-loss data, being fed right into a public AI model. The control for this is something called data isolation. What that means is you absolutely have to use tools that guarantee, contractually, that your data is kept separate and is never ever used to train their models. That's a deal breaker. Next up is a really big one, breaking customer trust. Your sales reps, they're often trusted with a customer's confidential business plans or their financial details. If one of them just carelessly pastes that information into an AI tool, that trust is gone. It's shattered. So the control here is all about data classification and training. Your team needs to know without a shadow of a doubt what is too sensitive to ever type into an AI prompt. This one can hit your bottom line and fast. What if an AI tool starts suggesting unapproved discounts? It could totally undermine your company's entire pricing strategy. But the fix for this one? It's actually wonderfully simple. Human approval. Let the AI generate a pricing framework, sure, or maybe a proposal draft, but a human being must always have the final sign-off on the numbers, period. And finally, we've got the legal exposure. In regulated industries like finance or healthcare, every sales communication is put under a microscope. An AI tool might accidentally generate outreach that violates some very specific laws about claims or disclosures. That's why your control has to be a rock-solid compliance workflow. Any AI-generated content going out the door needs that compliance check, no exceptions. Okay, we've looked at the promise, we've looked at the pitfalls, so how in the world do you choose the right tools? Well, that brings us right to our evaluation framework. So when you're looking at different tools, think of these as your 4 pillars. First and foremost, as we've said, is data isolation and security. You need written guarantees. Second, deep CRM integration. If it doesn't play nice with the system you already have, your team just won't use it. Third, look for built-in governance features, like those approval workflows. And finally, of course, it has to have the sales-specific functions that will actually help your team close more deals. I really love this quote because it just gets right to the heart of it. The goal here isn't to replace your sales pros, not at all. It's to find a tool that feels like a natural extension of what they do, like an invisible assistant that just handles all the grunt work so they can focus on strategy and building those key relationships. So you've picked your tool. Awesome. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, a smart implementation strategy. Think of this as your playbook for getting your team on board and actually seeing real results. Look, don't try to boil the ocean here. Start small. Find a group of AI champions, your early adopters. Have them test out some low-risk tasks, like summarizing meetings or updating the CRM. Once you've got some wins, then you can formally integrate the tool into your sales process. After that, you've got to measure the impact. Are win rates blowing up? Is the sales cycle getting shorter? And finally, you have to commit to continuous training because this stuff is always evolving. At the end of the day, you can forget all the fancy metrics. The one true measure of success is adoption. That's it. If your team isn't actively using the tools you've approved, it means one of two things. You picked the wrong tool, or your rules are creating too much friction. It's a simple but really powerful way to know if you got it right. And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Is your sales team just AI curious right now, playing around with unapproved tools and creating risks? Or are they truly AI prepared, armed with powerful, secure tools and a clear framework for success? Because having that right framework, that makes all the difference. Thanks for tuning in.